What is going on, everybody? Today, we are back with another tips and tricks video for Kenshi. I have 7 different tips and tricks that I believe will help both new and old players alike. But before we get to this list, I actually really want to thank everybody for all the love and the support for the past couple videos. That being said, we are pretty close to 100 subscribers, so if you enjoy this video, go ahead and give it a like, and if you want to see more content like it, subscribe to the channel to help me out. Now, let's get to the list. So the first trick that I have for you is you can actually trade between the players and the animals in your squad through buildings and gates. You just have to have both squad mates or an animal as close to the wall or gate as possible and right click on them and select trade. This trick is especially useful if you're trying to sneak around at night, steal a bunch of loot, and your inventory happens to become full. You'll be able to trade with your squad mate and you'll be able to keep on stealing after that. So the second tip that I actually have for you has to actually do with backpacks. Some backpacks allow you to stack items in it. So you could potentially have 200 iron in one backpack, right? But these backpacks normally have a major combat skill negative penalty on them. The backpacks that do not allow you to stack items normally have less of a negative impact on your combat skill. But if you take the backpack off and put it in your inventory, then it will get rid of the negative penalty. You will become encumbered, but you will lose that penalty. If you fill up your backpack and put it in your inventory rather than keep it on your back, that is also a great way to train your strength without filling up your entire inventory up. Tip number trace. When training martial arts, not only is it important to train your martial arts skill, but is also equally important to train your strength and your toughness. When you level up your martial arts skill, it allows you to deal more damage, unlock a whole list of better techniques. It increases the frequency that you're going to attack, and it also increases the chance of your character landing their attacks. But your strength and toughness also increase the damage that your martial art does. So the higher that you have all these skills, the more damage you're going to do. You can actually have a 0 in martial arts and have a high strength skill, and you'll still do quite a bit of damage. It's not going to be an astronomical amount, but you'll still do a little bit. Make sure you are training all of these skills. Speaking of toughness, that's actually what the 4th tip is about. Everybody knows that the higher toughness, the longer you last in battle, but toughness has a lot of qualities that will help you in your adventures and could arguably be one of your most important skills. It is a well-known fact that toughness increases your character's damage resistance, but what some people might not know is that toughness increases the chance of your character to resist stealth knockouts. It decreases how long one of your characters is knocked out. It decreases how fast your wounds deteriorate, and finally, increases the amount of damage that it takes to stagger you. Toughness has a lot of redeeming qualities, and I personally believe that is a skill that will help everyone out while adventuring in the Kenshiverse. Tip number 5 is kind of a tip 4.5, 4.5, right? And it once again has to do with toughness. The easiest way to get your toughness up is by getting your butt kicked. We all know that. But if you want to train up your toughness, you need to get beaten up intelligently. You don't want to go out and fight a bunch of cannibals or beat things to try to train it up because they're going to eat you alive. What I recommend is that you grab 2 characters. One of them being a character that you want to train up their toughness, and another random character. Have the random character on standby with a bed or a camping bag near. Have the character that you're trying to train run into a camp of bandits of some sort, such as dust bandits. If you can lure them out one at a time, you can train up multiple skills at once. And if you do this, I recommend using crappy weapons so you're less likely to kill them. But once you eventually get knocked out, you have a couple of options. You can have them wait to regain consciousness and fight again, or if they're likely to die, you can have your character that's been on standby run in, save them, put them in a bed, and heal up and repeat the process. If your character is playing dead and you are unlikely to die, force them to get up and start fighting again. This will help increase your toughness by a large amount. Tip number 6. If you see buildings in the game are messed up, or if the game is acting kind of a little wonky, right? You can hit Shift F12. And what this will do is it will pull up a menu. Once that menu is up, you can hit Fix Stuff. What this is going to do is it's going to snap some buildings into place and try to fix some of the errors that have occurred in the loading process. The thing that kind of sucks about this is F12 is also the hotkey in Steam to take a screenshot. But another thing that you can do is you can also hit Control, Shift, and 11 all at the same time. And what this will do is it will help fix some of the buildings and other things that have been messed up in the save data. This is a very useful tool, and I use both of these whenever I first load into a game. The last and final tip that we have is, say you're playing a game where you're a master thief, right? Or maybe you're just trying to steal some really nice gear or food, and you happen to steal something that you did not want to, or you see a guard walking your way and you want to get out of there. You can leave, but if it is possible, you should wait until the timer right above your name stops counting down. What this timer does is if you're committing a crime, such as stealing or maybe attacking a person that you shouldn't be, or attacking a gate or something like that, this timer is set in place for you to get caught. If you wait until it goes away, then you could walk away scot-free. You can walk right past the person that you were stealing from. But if you walk out beforehand, before that timer goes down, you will actually get caught, or you might get attacked or get a bounty put on your head. So if you can, I highly recommend waiting for that timer to go down. That being said, I really hope these tips and tricks helped you. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a like. If you want to see more Kenshi content, on the screen there should be a link to my new Kenshi series that I just started. So if you want to see more, go ahead and click on that. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for all the love and support, and I'll see you guys on the next one.